Henny.
I've seen Pogba turn up in big games. I haven't seen Bruno turn up in one yet.
So do not dare tell me them in Man United then we got big players. Not
1-0, we lost 1-0.
this guy's trolling. No.
I said it.
Good evening and welcome to the very first episode, game week 1 of Let Me Land. It's a pleasure to have you here. We've got a couple sweet boys, fresh trims, the beards are looking moisturized. So we're gonna start. First we gotta start off with the reigning. Oh no, you're not anymore. Well, you know what, you got me with that armband thing, innit? I thought, but you know what, we've got 2 Liverpool boys in the studio. Do you want to introduce yourselves quickly?
Yeah, Matthew, Liverpool fan since birth. You know what I mean? Here to let everyone know, best team ever.
Yeah, I'm real. Liverpool fan from birth as well. Wouldn't want to support no one else. The rest of them.
Cool, so we got another fan favourite, hailing all the way from Burundi. Do you want to state your name?
It's Kaiser or Hamza, depending on the day. United fan because we support champions, the best team. I don't know what these guys are smoking. Yeah, that's about it. Winner.
Cool, man, and we got 2 new fresh meat. Representing the red side of North London. Do you want to pause? Hey, don't cancel us now. Don't Well, yeah, go through, bro.
So, John, support Arsenal, unfortunately. Yeah, man, I'm slowly becoming a football fan in general, innit?
Ken, neutral, now I'm an Arsenal fan. You get me, I'm riding with my team, but things need to change, man.
Yeah, you know what? Since we ended with you, let's start with you, because you were the opening fixture. You had new boys Brentford on their manor, on their patch, and they dealt with you.
Yeah. It was a well-deserved win from Brentford.
Yeah.
And, just their second goal just says it all, really. A throw-in. Schoolboy. Goal in it.
Rory Delap,
You spent 50 million on our defence as well this season.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't even started with him, but yeah.
Joke, man, it was a joke. The worst thing about it is going into the game, I had no confidence, bro. Like the game was just
Brentford
my whole day, bro. Because I just knew it was banter tomorrow morning, and it come true. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. They wanted it more.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, zero creativity.
Yeah.
Zero until you got a fantastic new number 10 according to a certain Kelechi.
Come on, man.
Smith Rowe's a good player. He's a good youngster, but he's
a young boy.
far too early for him to be taking on such a role, a number 10 role, and to create so many chances.
You know what? I usually get onto it because of the wild comparisons that get made, but I think he played quite well. Him and Tierney were the only ones that I thought did well. Everyone knows.
But Turney, that's the thing with Arsenal nowadays. Turney's become one of our major outputs of chance creativity, which is poor. It's a left back. Yeah. We're relying on the left back.
What's going on with the man then, though? Like the skipper,
The gaffer.
That's what I just said. I don't care how ill you are and turn up for the first game of the season.
First game of the season.
No, but you know what's skeptical for me is all I can say is that they're ill. What, bro? What do you mean? Talk up. You need to say more because.
Yeah. Trust me. Because we're gonna find out at the end of the season. On Amazon.
I don't agree with that. You keep all your problems in house.
Yeah. But it's not in house though. We're gonna find out.
But you ain't found. We don't know. We're here now. We don't know now. That's all that matters.
It's telling though. It's telling. It's the first game of the season, and your 2 main players are out. So
For me, it's not the transparent. I don't mind. Don't be transparent or be don't. Bro, he's insinuating that. All right, cool. Yeah, they're ill. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the bad guy here. They're the bad guy, bro. Just either own it.
Wait, is that how he dropped it? Because I didn't see it.
Literally said all I can say is that they're ill. Like, come on, man.
Literally.
Like that.
Batted the question away. That was this.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But it's all control, bro. He's lost them.
He's lost them.
Opening the games of the
But it's
season.
one of the ones that leaves you thinking like, are they ill? Are they
He's
not doing what they do? You know what I mean?
I mean, if it's COVID, that's two games, no?
10 days.
Yeah, it's 2 games.
2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, they'll miss training. They won't be up to speed. They're not even free, really.
Listen, let's be honest. We know he's lost the dressing room. That's why
He's lost the
I
dressing
think he's
room.
lost the dressing room. That's what they know.
Bro, didn't these lot play against Spurs?
Yeah, what, pre-season?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They
played.
played against Spurs, they played against Chelsea.
How did
Aubameyang and Lacazette.
How did they do against Spurs?
They didn't do anything in either game.
No, what was the score on me like?
It's 1-0, we lost 1-0.
This guy's trolling. He knows, bro.
Hey. Nah, I genuinely didn't know, but.
Wait, what? You lost? I know you lost to Chelsea, didn't you?
No, because you know what's funny? You know what's funny? When United lost to QPR,
Yeah.
the noise was
on to man.
was mad. It was on full blast, and I was like, oh,
Multiple group chats.
swear down you keep up with pre-season like this. Because when we flogged Everton 4-0. Nah. When United flogged Everton, the group was on mute. I was like, oh, swear what? Everyone's on holiday for this friendly. What's going on? But yeah, since we've got a newcomer, let me introduce him. Hailing all the way from Banjul, Gambia. Mams, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Mams, yeah, just here to talk, this past Saturday, football's back, let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we just scratching the surface on Arsenal.
There's one guy I want to highlight from Arsenal. Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is looking bad.
He's looking bad, no?
He's looking bad.
No.
He's looking bad. I'll tell you why.
No.
Bad. How long has he been there for?
And so it begins.
And how do you rate his time so far?
Okay, do you know why it's not really fair in that kind of a sense? Because I don't rate Emery as a manager. He was using him when he first came. He didn't use him effectively at all. In addition to that, the next manager that's come doesn't have a clue what he's doing. So Pepe hasn't really had a very consistent run of games. He still hasn't, even till today. He still hasn't. He's never. You can count on how many hands he's played with Lacazette and Aubameyang. And when we bought him, they would have been my first front three: Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe.
Why
You
is
can
he-
count how many times that he's done.
Why is he not playing? Is it because of the manager or because he can't afford
Well,
it?
those managers are gone, so it's not really effective.
And the only thing I say about Pepe, he's inconsistent, but he's shown signs of progress.
He finishes.
No.
He finishes.
With United fan.
Yeah.
You know he finishes.
You don't know about Pepe.
I clocked your defensive mechanism. Your defensive mechanism is who do you support? He just wanted to know just so he can attack. But you know what? I'll stand by you. Like, Pepe's a baller in my opinion.
I've said this before.
A bit more time.
Finisher.
You man can vouch. I've said it before. I think Pepe's a baller, but for Arsenal, it's been poor.
Nah, I
If
still think it's
the
hard
guy-
to judge it fully. 'Cause I don't.
Bro, Arsenal's problems
he's
are
about a
way
30
bigger than
million player,
Pepe.
Exactly.
Arsenal's problems are way bigger than
Much
Pepe, and
bigger
we're
than
just nitpicking here.
Is he not their marquee signing?
Yeah, it was at the time. Yeah.
So I've got to look at him as a marquee signing.
But then again, how many players
He's
like?
just been another Iwobi.
Nah. He finishes.
I think he's better than him.
You say he finishes, but in what competition?
Europa.
Okay, I know what you mean, yeah. However, I'm talking about with regards to chances created. Like, if you look at his shots to goal ratio and how many shots and how many he scores, he's a good finisher.
Yeah,
He
but I
did-
get
he-
it,
to
yeah,
be
but
fair,
my thing is like you guys are pointing out he hasn't had a system.
But that's the team.
But when you watch the way he plays, he doesn't. He's supposed to be one of the players that doesn't need a system in that regard because he's not like he's the link up.
Free starts.
He's the Maverick, so he should be able to play in any
But our
team.
midfield is so slow. Our build up is so. We play half our football in our own half.
His own style of football is not what it is.
But if your attackers, there's not much your attackers can do if they don't get the ball fast enough.
I'll be honest, he got the whole play of times against Brentford.
He did.
Against Brentford, I didn't even watch.
He himself was. He looked like he just didn't know what he was doing.
You know what?
Let's
pause from us. I know we got the Arsenal contingent here, but let's talk about the new boys, Brentford. Like Ivan Toney. What are you saying, Ken?
Wait, I don't know. Do you like think?
Let me ask you a question. Was Ivan Toney phenomenal or is Ben White shy?
Ben White is just. I don't think he's one to be doing aerial battles, you know.
Yeah, he's not
I don't
an aerial
think
battle,
that aerial battle thing suits him.
Hey, Robertson next week though.
Come on, man. I'm ready, man, for whatever, man.
Hey, you could be ready, but unfortunately for Arsenal, you're not playing, my brother.
It could even be good. If Arsenal get relegated, it might even be a good thing. Maybe.
Come on.
No. I want him to get relegated.
End of the franchise.
Let me sell the club, man. Like, just fuck off. Like, just come up with the club. Like, just get off.
That guy's never gonna.
Just sell it. Like, just sell it. Get rid of it. And we go again.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Trust me, man. I'll speak with chest. You know, if this guy sells the club, we get a new owner. Listen,
I'm sure Emirates will still be packed in the Championship. Being quite a pitch, being quite a stadium as per usual.
Their level of dedication is.
But you know that fans must be happy though. I'm hearing that they're not really going to be showing the VAR recordings, innit? So they're not going to show VAR recordings or all of that. They're just going to go straight to the decision. So you man are happy.
These agendas.
You man should be happy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I swear down. See when I saw the ball go over the line. Yeah.
Wait. Is it
Didn't
me?
go over the line. I looked at my naked eye.
John, is it me or did you two conspire to sort of deflect?
No.
We asked you about Ivan Toney. You were talking about
Say.
Anyway, but Ivan Toney, man.
Ivan Toney, yeah, man, he moved up Ben White still. Moved up.
Bullied
man.
him.
Nah, he's a bit of a beast though, and he's just come from Championship football where that is a battle day in day out. So he was always. I think any of the centre backs you had, he would have bullied whoever. But Ben White, as he said, he's not. That's not his.
Yeah.
I think about Ben White as well. Sorry to cut you, bro. But I think about Ben White, as well. Is like they talk about this. He's a man that plays the ball. He steps forward with the ball. I see him step forward bare times, bro, but there's nowhere to go. There's nothing going on up there.
So it's not his fault.
I heard a commentator. So one of the commentators actually said that he's used to playing on the right side of a back three. So
He played right centre back in the back four for Leeds for a whole season.
but I'm talking about his most recent stint. So that's where he, really looked good or looked good enough for Arteta to pick him up.
The thing with that with Ben White though, like, what I don't get is I don't get why any centre back in today's football should be given any plaudits for being able to play from the back. Nearly every centre back now can play from the back. It's a normal thing. This is not like the days of, let's say, when only Rio could do it to a level that's like very competent. So you expect that from a centre back right now. Especially since obviously Pep's Barcelona, where every manager now tries to play from the back. You can even argue that's one of Arteta's downfall. You managers can't do it, and he obviously persists with it. And so you then ask if Ben White, that's what he's good at, and he's not good aerially, then he's done at it. Why pay 50 million for it? Like you said, and all of us here worth at least 7 mil.
That's it, exactly. And if you asked any Arsenal fan before we went into the transfer, a centre back would have been the first thing. It wouldn't have been the first thing that we would have said. We would have said our centre midfield needs to be sorted. We need an attacking midfielder. We need a right back, then a centre back. But they've gone out and splashed 50 million on the centre back.
It's not like you, man. You ain't got unlimited funds out here as well. So.
I was confused. I can't lie. I was seeing Aston Villa top purchases. Arsenal wasn't bad. Ben White. The position that's not even crucial.
It didn't help them though.
Yep.
I swear they lost their first game. Aston Villa.
Yeah, they did. But I'm not gonna lie. I think honestly, I think Villa has had one of the best transfer windows this year.
I agree as well. But I'm just saying that it didn't help. Like,
Bruv, they took Buendia off you lot. That's saying.
But I'd be upset if I made like 4-6 good signings and they.
No, but they don't gel straight away. It never happens. No one ever gels straight away. And they wouldn't play.
You're not fighting on top. Which team did they lose against?
Watford is practically a fully fledged Prem team already because they didn't lose as many players when they went down. So it literally is a Prem ready team. They came up and they're gonna stay up.
They're settled now.
They will stay up. They will stay up. But as I said, I understand your frustration as an Arsenal fan. It's like, what is it? Kelechi actually pointed out, no one believed it, and it was true. It was like you finished like top 3 defensive stats last season. But yet you signed the defenders, but then you were like relegation for attacking. So I was like, I didn't understand it. And you weren't, but the thing is, you weren't linked with any attackers bar what did he have? We went to Aston Villa. That's all. Or Madison.
The reason, from what I saw,
Ødegaard.
from what I could tell last season, the reason they kept losing is because they can't create shit.
Yeah, we lack. And do you know what? Yeah, this is Arsenal used to be a team where we used to have like 4 creators on the pitch at the same time with Wenger. Arsenal used to be top heavy in creation.
You know, used to be beautiful going forward.
I used to love Arsenal watching it, but I hated the fans. I've always hated Arsenal. Now I feel sorry for them. No, I used to watch, like, you know, some of their goals. You know, I used to watch. I used to love watching Arsenal play football.
Are we not talking about Tony James? Are we talking about Arsenal?
You know what? You see me. I just stay quiet for the last few minutes. I just thought, let me observe the room.
Like under Wenger, you played unbelievable football. You football. Most of the but even
don't buy into the rose-tinted glasses because even these no, it's not true. They played well under Wenger for the first 5 years.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what I can remember, man.
And this beautiful football that it didn't exist.
No, but even the days of Ramsey, Wilshere, Drew, these are playing good football. You might not have got results, but you playing good football.
And you forget, you'd be like, oh wow, amazing.
Everyday watcher of Arsenal, innit? So maybe the 10 times a season I do watch them, they played well.
When we turn up, we can still turn up here and there. It's just not consistent. Nah, bro.
And that's the
We
only hope you still have.
good team goals.
Like, okay, when's the last good team goal that we scored? Think about it. When's the last good team goal that we scored? Not good goal, not individual goal.
Ramsey against Fulham.
Ramsey against
Arsenal's back. Remember that one? Arsenal's back.
And we didn't even rate Emery during that time. We didn't even rate Emery, like, but Arteta gets away.
Nah, for real, like,
I don't know. Arsenal fans here, they get onto Emery, but the guy's left on 1 silverware. So Emery's not the problem.
But one thing I like from that game though, that midfield you bought Lokonga, he looks good.
He's decent. But the thing with all Arsenal players, when a player is good, I always get scared for them because when a player is good and they're too good for the team shitness will infect them. Then they'll become dead. No, it happened. Oh, you think I'm joking?
My question is, is he better than Partey?
No.
What's he doing here? Is he a backup? Is he a squad player?
Well, Xhaka should go. Xhaka should fuck off. Don't know why he's still here.
I think he's one of your better players.
Man, that's why you shut up. Listen, you're the same people that thought Giroud was one of our best strikers, bro. Like, listen.
Oh my, Giroud at Arsenal.
No. What Giroud at Arsenal? What?
He done a lot of.
You didn't watch Arsenal. You didn't watch Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. Man's an Arsenal fan. That's why we watch our games, innit? You just watch Match of the Day on Arsenal, innit? If we actually see my man.
On that note, let's move on to the next section. So since our boy Harry is not here, we're gonna have to cover his team in his honour. Chelsea v Crystal Palace. I mean, they always have Palace's number. Vieira come in, nothing's changed. Go on, what?
I don't see them winning probably first 4 or 5 games. You can't lose that many. Like they've lost like something like 830 appearances this season. They've lost 10 players and 800. You don't lose that much experience and then turn up.
Hey, I like you. That's a mad stat, you know. Hey, educate them. Educate. He done his research.
You lose that level of experience and you're never going to turn up at Chelsea with the squad that they have, with the form that they're on, with players coming away from fucking winning Euros and shit. They weren't going to win that. And I think Pat Vieira's got a struggle. He's going to have a struggle.
I think he will have. I think they know he's got to have time.
You said next 5 games, so next 5 games, Brentford at Sellers.
Nope. Really? Nope. Yeah. London Derby.
I fancy my boys still. West Ham away. What?
They're not beating West Ham away.
I don't think they'll beat them, but
The issue is, if you watch the Chelsea game, the issue with Palace was they had some chances, they had no cutting edge and Wilf. Team just know shut down Wilf. The others are like a 10% finisher.
Yeah.
No, but they got did he play?
nah, he's still injured.
The thing is, I love Eze. Eze is an absolute baller and he's from South, so you got to respect it. But he didn't play, and I think when he does play, the way they've lost again, they haven't got anything ahead of him. Because again, he facilitates a lot, but there's not really much ahead of him. As I said, if you watch, Ayew had chances in that game, bit does miss. They don't. He shut down Zaha. No one else is scoring.
Is Benteke still on there?
He's still on their books. Apparently, he was scoring pre-season.
Didn't he get a new contract?
I think so. Yeah. How that fella's been there for so long?
How did he get a new contract?
No, last season he bagged, I think, 12 goals. 12 Prem goals, mind you. Alright, after that you got Palace, Tottenham at Selhurst. You don't think they'll I think they'll deal with Tottenham.
I read off Palace at the start of the season saying they are proper relegation contenders.
And finally Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah, Patrick might be signed. No. I'm going to say this because obviously he mentioned time. I don't think there's anything like time again in the Premier League now. Luke, 5 games not get 1 point. I mean, that's relegation form there. So and
who was my prediction to get sacked?
Yeah, I mean it's just the amount of money that's involved. It's no one's taking that risk.
No, but I think what is Hodgson was their manager for quite a bit.
No, but Palace don't have
They've
money
lost.
like that.
They know they've lost loads of players, and they probably
saving
a lot of money because
But that's you, sensible talking.
They will give him time.
Yeah, so
they will
that's
give
what I'm
him
saying.
time.
They have to give him time.
They'll give
You
him
can't
time.
lose 10
But the
days.
difference is Palace fans are vehement.
Oh yeah, the fans,
When
but fans are
they will
fans.
express
Fans are
it.
fans.
And the thing is, the owner of the club listens to their fans quite a lot because he's not content. So like the only time he gave Hodgson time, but then they haven't got the money to rebuild. Patrick Vieira needed like some top quality, at least a top signing or a really experienced Prem signing.
No, but I think they're banking on his abilities as a coach to bring.
What abilities as a coach? They've not been proven yet.
In New York, in Italy.
He's been alright now.
Was it France?
Why am I in France?
He got them relegated, didn't he?
He was there for a few
He
years.
got them relegated, didn't he?
He was there for a few years.
So he was there for 2 seasons, no?
Nice.
One good season, second season, they were on with relegation, left.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be tough for him. I'd like to see him succeed. I like that guy.
Yeah.
But it's
I
tough.
want to see Patrick looking mad. Like,
Would you want Patrick at Arsenal with Arteta?
Yeah.
What were we saying?
I said the Chelsea victory wasn't a 3-0 victory. They cruised it, but it wasn't. You've seen the highlights. It wasn't a 3-0 victory.
To be honest, I didn't watch the game. I looked at the stats at half time and Palace had no shots.
They had no shots. I said they got no cutting edge. But then again, Chelsea. You watch the Chelsea side. They scored a free kick. What was the second one?
So Marcus Alonso, Christian Pulisic.
That again. That was a
Defensive.
bunch. It was like a bundled in sort of goal.
Yeah,
and then,
bundled in, yeah.
And then Shalaba scored like a.
That's a good shot.
It was all emotional for him. He banged it and it went in.
So we've come to the section where we cover the ops.
You're English,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me do that
I'm
again.
not even involved in this Northern beef. Like,
I mean, yeah. But Liverpool, you know, historically easy fixture against Norwich. I don't think they've beat you in, I don't know, decades. I mean, and it's always a high scoring affair. How do you think you've done?
I think it was a comfortable opening fixture. It literally was. It looked threatened. It looked like we could create chances at will.
I mean, Pookie knocked.
One chance.
Oh,
Well, you have to give them one.
He did that little tap and tap right. It wasn't. The one good chance I had was literally the 90th minute where Anderson saves it from Malcolm, and that was it. That was the only one I went, oh, maybe they should score.
Don't know how they didn't score.
But apart from that, it was more a case of we didn't necessarily have our normal starting front three that we normally play. Firmino started on the bench. We had a midfield three again.
I mean, your front three were as good as.
But I'm just saying,
I'll be honest.
that's not a normal front three.
That was a stronger front three.
Yeah, currently, yeah, I'd say it is, and it looked like that.
I think Mike wants to.
yeah, I'm going to touch on that. Klopp scared me a bit with the midfield he played. I have question marks over Ox and Keita. Maybe they both prove me wrong, but I have very much question marks
with both of them. I think they're both good players, but their Liverpool careers have not kicked on. It's been, if you judge their Liverpool careers separately, it's been good parts, but it's been start and stop. So I was surprised he played them both together because he hardly ever does that. Was happy Jota for me, and I hope that this is an awakening for him to realise that Jota is our best number 9. I think people forget in the midst of us having a bad season last year that when Jota came, he hit the ground running and he had an injury for 3 months, and that's what stopped him. And I think a lot of people forget that in the midst of our very bad run, Jota was injured for 3 months.
You're nodding very enthusiastically.
I don't think people deep this Jota guy. This guy is evil. I'm telling you, look. He was injured.
People forget that.
He was getting points for you, look.
Do you know what I don't understand with Jota? He's so small, he wins bare headers. He scores bare headers.
You don't understand. It's a desire to want to win it. But I feel
Have a word with Ben White.
I feel like with Liverpool, especially with the chances of City and Chelsea, and obviously even United, a lot of people have written us off in terms of title challenges. I'm hoping that Van Dijk it will take him about 3 months to get anywhere near to what we know Van Dijk is, and even Gomez to the degree, because Gomez was out for a long time. I'm hoping our new centre-back signing and our attacking force can keep us as close to the rest of to them. But I'm very optimistic. I think our struggles last year have made some people forget how good we actually are as a team.
Well, Ro, what do you think?
Yeah, basically I agree with what you said. I was a bit wary of Timiskas starting.
Hey, Timiskas is your equivalent of Dan James, but we'll get to Dan James later.
Regardless.
We'll get to him later.
Regardless.
He's in my fantasy team, he got me a clean sheet.
He played, but like because obviously he was here the whole of last season. I think he played like 5 minutes in the whole of last season. So I was a bit wary of him, but he played well. He's played well pre-season. Obviously he's not as good as Robertson, and he's replaced him, and he's not done a bad job. So
he kept a clean sheet.
Kept a clean sheet. He got an assist. I think he got an assist.
He should have got an assist. He put in some.
He put in some good balls.
81 crosses, which caused a lot of problems. The ones where I thought, we're going to get another goal. It's not what you normally get another goal. But yeah, I know he made mistakes, but then for me, I feel like that he knows he's starting. I think he's got, the way they're saying Robinson's probably be another 2-3 games maybe. So he's got a chance to put a marker down to say, look, I can play. He didn't necessarily get beaten defensively. I didn't see him get torn up or nothing like that. He wasn't out of position. He actually got a lot of covering.
Yeah, he rolled on the ball up.
And I think that's just him getting into the play, because we were saying it earlier, like that pass down the line that Robertson normally does to Mane, he's held it a bit too long sometimes. Normally Robertson doesn't even think about it now, but I think that's the case of they played 3 seasons back to back at a high level.
Another thing, Mane looked so much better than because last season he was bad. He weren't the Mane we're used to, and obviously we got a shout out Salah, the first player to score 5 opening years in a row, new record, and he's just doing what he does. He gets goals, and as well him. The whole of last season he weren't beating players, but the last game, it's like he was a different man. It was the Salah of 2-3 years ago when he's beating players.
Do you know what it is?
He's got everyone.
Do you know what it is? He's had a summer off.
Hey, it's too positive. Kaiser, bring him back to earth. Go on, fam. Go on, bro. Please.
It's not really much to criticize on you know what? I'm gonna pick out someone. For me, I'm happy that he got dropped, because that guy, I find, to put it bluntly, I think he's shit.
Do you know what? It's funny. Every fan that's not a Liverpool fan probably says this.
I'm not a Liverpool fan, and he's not shit. Some Liverpool fans don't think he's shit, and I'm one who often criticizes him, but to think he's shit.
Last season,
he was lack of understanding of the game. And mine cannot be shit. I'm going to the likes of every scoring hat tricks. Shit players don't score hat tricks. You know what I'm saying?
No, but a lot of players out, when you're out, it's like every team has that player that not what other clubs rate, but you love it.
No,
In your club. In your club. In your club. He makes Mane and Salah what they are because of his move.
Yeah. I follow Brazil a lot. That's the team that I support internationally. So for me personally, I take interest in any Brazilian player. I watch that guy closely. They came out of Liverpool. If you ever watch him in the Brazil team, it's poor. To the point where it just pisses me off. Now, in Liverpool, what's his position? His returns from me personally during his career at Liverpool, like, I think it's very bad. I'll call him shit mostly out of emotion, him being Brazilian. It legit just pisses
But
me
I don't know how a 20. No, wait, hold on. How can a £27 million player have a bad return? He's won us the Champions League and Premier League, and he's instrumental in both of them.
But this is what they're based.
That don't make sense.
They're based on goal return.
But
Yeah,
guess
that
what?
don't
Guess
make
what?
sense
Guess what?
at
No,
all.
guess what? Because when we have this convo about Romelu Lukaku, oh, but that's not what he does. He's supposed to be a better footballer.
You never hear that from me.
I need something ladies and gentlemen. We discussed that on the previous show. Just could you
something before you say something. Why did you make the same Oli voice for me?
Huh?
Why are you trying to make me sound like
It wasn't an Oli voice. It was a. For this guy, let me change the voice. Okay. Yeah, there's two Romelu Lukaku does. He just scores goals. Bro, but when it's for Firmino, you want to know about his goals. Why?
So you was very critical of Lukaku, even though Lukaku gets goals, and that is most of what strikers show. That's his job. That's what Lukaku is normally bought for teams. With Firmino, I agree, he's returning himself quicker, even though he does play a false nine, because he gets in great positions and he misses some very clear-cut chances. However, everything apart from the goal scoring, the hold up, the touch, the work rate, the ability to identify space, time, movement, he ticks all of those boxes. So I now have to question you as a pundit. What do you actually want from a striker?
Let me ask you a question. Would you then drop Jota for him?
No, I think Jota offers
Jota
a
does
lot
all
of
that
what
as well.
Firmino does. Not maybe all, but a lot of what Firmino does with
And
goals.
goals, yeah.
But that doesn't answer my question. My question is, what do you want from a striker?
I don't think Jota can do what Firmino does though.
He doesn't do everything. I think the link-up play, he doesn't.
Yeah.
However, what Jota does do, he will get the ball and skip past 4 players.
And
he scores.
I think so.
He just rested him.
I
That's
think
all he
he-
did. He
I
would
think-
start every game.
I personally think he'll do that, but I don't think he should do that. What I want from a lot of times when I ask people about what Firmino does, it's always talk about the defensive work, running, and all that shit. There's a lot of shit that's associated.
So you don't think the
I
manager?
don't-
You don't think the manager should bring him in?
I'm not speaking for as
It's
for,
not-
I'm speaking
for yourself,
me.
yeah,
For
yeah.
myself,
Fair.
I don't really care for telling me a striker is defensive. That's rubbish.
I
don't care for a striker telling me that he's passing. Look, his link up play is good, yes. But the rest of it is
Kaiser, you know you're on camera.
Hey,
No. Because
we need him in our system.
lads, we go at it off camera, yeah, about how bad Romelu Lukaku is as a footballer. I say, no, let me finish. Romelu's a fantastic striker, and I'm tired. I know we covered him already, but this guy is adamant. To be a footballer, you need to do this.
A good touch. You need to be technically sound. You need to have flair. Those were the words I was saying on Thursday.
when I was talking about minimum requirements. Firmino is better than Lukaku as a footballer. These are two different conversations.
The boys are back.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Do you want to start with the unveiling? Goosebumps, magic.
This guy didn't even try to be neutral.
Hey.
Everyone knows he's Sports United.
I wanted you to say it was a great day.
But we United fans still not neutral.
Let's all right. Hey, easy. Listen, goals need to be praised. But let's start off with the unveiling. I mean, there's a lot of nerves, you know, especially from all the group chats. I mean, wait, a lot of unrest. When's he gonna be released? When is he gonna be unveiled? Has he signed yet? I hope his papers don't get lost in the fax machine. All of that malarkey. But my boy came. You know, and what a moment, and what an introduction. I mean, I think PSG took inspiration, I must say, and they copied it. But yeah, man, What do you think?
This is the way it should be done, really. I think they should come back. When you sign a world-class player, I think Madrid always used to do it. I think clubs should get back to doing this. And for me, the satisfaction I got was the embarrassment of that piano with Sanchez. That was a low point for Manchester United. But now we've redeemed ourselves with this, man. This is how you unveil a guy. No nonsense.
He was laughing too much.
After the time,
No, man. That was embarrassing. And then he flopped.
Maybe you got like handwork. No.
Lads, let's.
What? When I talk about Sanchez.
No. Let's be honest, yeah? When Sanchez was on those keys, you man were quaking in your boots thinking, Robin Van Persie 2.0, oh Lord, what have we done? I mean, thankfully for you, man, you flopped.
Do you know why? The team was built around him at Arsenal. It was never going to be the same, man.
But enough about that dog lover. I mean, not that I'm against dog lovers. I love dogs and cats and everything in between.
Be careful today.
2021, we don't want to be cancelled before we begun. But Raphael Varane.
Cancel me, I'll say it right now.
Huh?
They'll cancel me right now. Please.
He is sorry. But continue, Raphael Varane. No. Let me check Champions League Varane.
Champions League, Varane. That's how you do it.
With the Varane sign. Listen, like Varane's a good player, but come on, man, you've seen mistakes in Varane like over the years. Like honestly, now like, as he's got older,
How many? Everyone's there.
No. You said you got your questions ready. I've got one ready. How many mistakes has he made? And guess what? I'm gonna remove the card of that Man City game because we all know about that Man City game. Where else?
Mistakes in Champions League, particularly in the Champions League.
Please. Educate our viewers.
I think mistake is the wrong word. I think the phrase that shouldn't be used is the energy we use for Varane. He doesn't always play with that in terms of the quality performances. And I think the Euros was an example. That game against Switzerland, he didn't have a good game. Is anyone going to sit down and tell me he had a good game against Switzerland? No.
Paul, I've been there, but did anyone have a good game?
I'm coming. Even for the tournament, he didn't really have a good tournament. However, I'm not pleased with man. As you know, I really picked him for sign of the season. I think that's how good he is. However, we're going to call a spade a spade. That's a spade of football.
That's a world-class spade, my friend.
But I picked him for sign of the season.
I think I said it last time I was here. It's the best you could have got in this market.
Yeah, so we've spent the last 5 minutes talking a lot, but we haven't even touched on the football. Who wants to start us off? Kaiser?
To be honest, it was the type of performance you'd want against that type of team to make a statement. Literally could not ask for anything more. Like, the defense was on point, the attack was just ridiculous. Work rate, energy, hunger, the desire, everything was there.
Hey, Pogba was pressing. He looked fit. It's crazy.
I wanted to ask the United fans, including yourself, where do you honestly feel you will finish the season?
Do you want to go first?
I mean, to answer that is more to like go back to your sort of initial question that you asked us as well, which is just obviously to touch on the game. You were here last time. I actually said that I think United would win the league. So,
Where do you think you guys will finish? What do you think? What was it?
Relax, please. So, for me, you might consider it as a politician's response, but it's just one game in. There's a lot of football to be played. I want to just take it one game at a time. But look, it's no, absolutely. But it's anyone's game right now. I think we have the facilities to win the league, just as Chelsea do, just as Liverpool do, just as City do.
I said that before this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can win it. For me, as a passionate United fan, it'd be stupid of me not to back my boys. However, just for the sake of, protecting my brand amongst us. I don't want to be too hasty and say, we're gonna win the league. Let's be realistic. But at the same time, I would also recommend you relax and not be hasty and make bold claims, because there's a lot of football to be played.
I agree. I think United are definitely going to be challenging. And Liverpool fan, I don't think we're going to win the league. I think it's going to be either Chelsea or City. I think the firepower that they have and the rotation pieces that they have come November, December, January, when your first 11 is a bit tired. You need someone to come make that difference. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. You see them man there? They've got people ready.
But that's one thing I wanted to touch on as well. We're only personally, I've seen horrific injuries at all levels. Even to myself actually. But the team I'm managing personally, before certain injuries occurred, we're gonna win that league and every other cup. Key players get injured. My God, it was a struggle. It changes, and we're not relying on one player. But let's not beat around the bush. If Kevin, to be fair, Gundogan held it down. But if Kevin De Bruyne didn't return when he returned, who knows? He's definitely a catalyst behind certain things. If Bruno goes, Lord have mercy. Who else is there? Virgil van Dijk went, and I ain't even gonna tell you know what happened. Yeah, I mean, we have our key players, the pillars of our change room, the pillars of our team, our style of play, and if they go, we're in trouble. So again, like I said, we all have the facilities, and so long as we maintain our facilities, i.e. Bruno, i.e. Virgil, i.e. Kevin, then we've all got a chance.
Alright, can I touch on the United game? The only one small blip I would say I would be a little bit worried about is you went 1-0 up, then they got level, and then you turned it on. Being reactive is not gonna win you a league. You gotta be. You can't really I know it happens, but you should have turned it on from before. It should have been.
At that moment, I won't lie to you. My living room went quiet. No, yeah. I mean, but in as a coach, as an analyst, looking at that goal, looking at that game, really and truly, we were fine. We were absolutely fine. I mean, prone to a worldie. Could it have been pressed down more diligently? Yes. But at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, that's flying in rosette. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to put your hands up and clap for Mr. Ailing.
So after that, you were different class. Different classes. No, but you stepped up again. But I'm saying you shouldn't have had to concede to step it up. That's the only thing I'm saying. You shouldn't have had to concede to step it up.
Until you guys conceded, so you went up to gear 4, 5. You do that against some teams. You may not get a chance to do a foul.
No, but lads, Leeds are a very intense team. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah, but they're Leeds. They're not.
It's not sustainable, and they are prone to capitulation. And before,
I mean, most of these matches are.
I did say
most of these matches are 3-1, 3-2, 5-2, 5-1. A lot of their matches are high scoring games because they either batter teams or get battered.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen.
I have another question. What are your? What are your expectations of Anthony Martial this season? Quickly.
Alright, for me, Martial, 15 Premier League goals. Wait, it depends on how many games he features. It depends. But for me, the way I see it is, he's getting to full fitness. The guy's a skinhead now, a voluntary skinhead. This guy's trimmed his hair. He means business. You don't, bro. No normal man does that.
No, it just means he ain't trying to head on no more.
Alright. Jokes aside, like the guy's got his head screwed on. He knows, it's crunch time. He knows strikers are due to be knocking on our table, and once Cavani's contract is up, we are bringing in someone. Ollie's fully backed him. And I think he's going to go from strength to strength. He may have his best season for us ever. I don't know what he's going to do, whether he's going to battle with Cavani / Greenwood, or whether he's going to battle with Rashford when he comes back from his shoulder up. But regardless, he's got a battle. Luke Shaw had a battle last year. He's the best left back in the world. Lindelof's got. No. I don't want to go on a tangent, but I mean, I respectfully, respect your decision to decline my statement. But anyway, Luke Shaw had a battle last year. He's amongst the best left backs in the world.
No, why
Yes. Thank you. He is. He's not the
It
best.
doesn't matter.
The Italian left back.
It's an opinion.
I said the Italian left back. Spinazzola.
All right.
Proved that in the Euros. He was cold.
All right. Phenomenal. Okay, cool. Varane's coming. Although it's one performance, Lindelof was faultless. You know, he was winning headers that he'd normally lose. He got a fantastic assist, which he's known for. You know, it's fine. So it's not the Big Bang Theory here. You know, when you got a player, when you got to look over your shoulder, players generally step up, especially at Man United. They've already got that mentality. You know what I mean? So I'm not.
No, the only thing I argue with that Bass is it's big crunch time for Martial. And think about what's going on in France as well. Bro, this guy's letting World Cup. Was he injured for the World Cup?
No, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it. This guy's letting
Trust
chances
me.
go past him. I don't think he's gonna switch.
They
But
crush-
He's not injured than Mele going to the World Cup.
You see the state right now for Martial. He's not faced this before, because now he could lose his place in him. You're done. Like, if he doesn't deliver this season, he's gone.
Guys, what were you gonna say?
So on this panel, we've had guys who've told me that Firmino is a great player because of what he does before. I didn't name names. I'm just saying on this panel. I'm saying on this table. I was told Firmino is a great player because of the shit that he does before.
Yeah, I said it.
Now,
for Liverpool, he's
for
a great player.
One sec, let me land. For Man United, he's mainly played in CM, number 6. There are not many number 6 players who are expected or produce a lot of assists. Case in point, Toni Kroos and Modric. If you check their stats, I don't think they get any more than 8 assists in the league.
Paul Pogba last year did not play as a 6 for Man United. Most games he played as a left. Do you support Man United?
I'm talking about.
Last year, Paul Pogba played left more than he played as a 6. And even if he played as a 6, Paul Pogba most of the times he plays with Fred and McSauce. And his job, we're getting lost there. Even that goal, and you said it, the goal that we conceded versus Leeds, watch that goal. Because of course he's had 4 assists, you can't really blame the man. It was him that didn't close that brother down. He was the closest player to him. He was running about like they said, he looks a different player. But he was the closest thing. But my point is, bro, this 6 thing you're saying, last year, are you telling me Pogba played as a 6 more than he played on the left?
He played about.
We're on Fergie time, and we've spent a lot of time talking about trivial stuff. I mean, no, this is the United section. Let's behave. Let's behave. But yeah, man. Before we move on, no. I just want to touch on Bruno. The Portuguese Magnifico. Listen. Bruno. Huh? What they call it? Oh, I think Maguire tweeted him as well.
He said good 3 pens here. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't lie,
No. For the finish where he took a touch with
Third one.
That was quality.
No, the third one was just one touch.
It might have been it. He took a touch. I think he took a touch with his right and then shot with his left.
That's the first goal.
Or left and right.
I mean, yeah, they were all
Cool.
decent.
Yeah, him and then the Greenwood finish was after the Pogba pass was quality.
Bruno Fernandes, he's a good player.
My
I
thing
don't
is,
think he's more than a good player.
no.
He can't be more than a good player.
I don't know what it is. To do
Yeah.
against top teams. He needs to start doing this against the top
That's the
teams.
big games.
He needs to do it against.
Same
No,
thing.
I'm
No,
sure
I'm
he's
not
all
saying
agree.
this.
He needs to do
Same
this
thing
against the
I
top
heard-
teams.
I'm not saying the same thing I heard on Thursday about Lukaku being a bully to shit teams. I'm gonna say the same thing about Fernandes.
That's a fair point.
He starts doing it in the big games.
That's a fair point.
He's a good player.
No.
You can't wait.
You see me?
When you start.
I don't know how old those agendas. Those numbers that Rom's hitting at Milan, He's a phenomenal player. These numbers that Bruno are hitting in Manchester, phenomenal player. There's no two ways about it. I don't want to hear about big team, small team. If he's doing it, he's doing it.
It's an interesting point because I saw a bit of people nodding their heads. So he's a good player. Name me one player at Man United that turns up in big games. So all Man United, then we only got good players. So do not dare tell me then in Man United then we got big players. Not you, I know your opinion. But I'm just saying, I've heard him. Pogba's a great player. You said it. And what he did? Pogba turned up all the time. No, it's not about him.
One game.
I've seen Pogba turn up in big games. I haven't seen Bruno turn up in one game.
Guys, he hasn't turned up in big games.
Maybe I'm wrong. These are
Guys,
you're correct me.
Guys, thank you. I'm gonna have to conclude the United section just as we are on Fergie time. Listen up. I'm conscious we haven't even touched on it, and it is shock of the day.
See, he lost.
I mean, I think we could all shake hands. Hey.
I said it earlier today. I was going football and I said, do you know what? I have a feeling City are gonna lose.
But
I have my feeling City are gonna lose.
Son,
he said this on Thursday. That if someone were to score, we said this on Thursday. If someone were to score, it was going to be Son. Yeah, we all agree. Of course. And even watching the goal, it was just a typical Son goal. I really wish that it was a Son so good. Why? He looks at it, shifts it, and then hits it with his apparently weak.
If I was City, I'd rather him than Kane, you know.
Yeah.
I would rather him than Kane. I'd rather Son in my team than Kane.
I've been saying that for.
I must say that there's formalities behind that Kane transfer, and that's that British passport. I mean, it's no longer burgundy. I think.
Yeah, well, just go and sign. Look, if you want players in your team, go and sign Nathaniel Klein. He's free, and buy fucking Son. If you just want it for English players in the team, go and buy an English player that's there for free. Let him sit in the squad like Scott Carson is, and
he's a pep player as well.
Huh?
One's about the pressing and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Son does everything
and more. Personally, I think if he didn't play for Tottenham and like Weedy Sherman, David, Levi,
Daniel.
Somebody would have got him already. Yeah, they know that before they approached, they should be bringing it because he's too beautiful.
This is like 4 or 5 years, bro.
No, I say that comfortably.
Wait, one second. I just deep something. Arsenal fans just celebrated the Tottenham win. It's a bit of a sticky one.
Hey, I saw them shaking hands.
Hey, bro. Did you see it?
He shook hands. Hey,
I can't even sit.
I did that shit.
Hey.
What I would say the City perspective is, in more ways than one, this may be what they needed. Pep is normally a good manager once he faces adversity. Everywhere he's been, he faces adversity. People forget last year, before they went on their crazy one, it was terrible. And then the side clicked, and they were on 10-4 games. To be fair, they hardly conceded.
I think it's a different year, though, especially because of you, man.
When the season started, he said for the first 3-4 weeks, we're not going to be.
So, the up and coming fixtures. 12:30, Liverpool Burnley at Anfield. I'm not going to ask you yet. To follow on that same day, we've got Villa Newcastle, Palace Brentford, Leeds Everton, City Norwich, Brighton Watford. And on the Sunday, we've got Southampton United, Wolves v Spurs, and Arsenal Chelsea. Super Sunday. I'm going to go to Liverpool first. You're going to kick us off on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, okay. I was going to say 5, but let me be honest and say 4-0.
Oh, wow. Look at the camera.
4-0.
Oh. I smell a meme coming. I'm joking. Bro?
I think 2-0 Liverpool.
Okay, fair enough. Fair play. Next on the list that is relevant to the men in the room. Sunday, 2 p.m. Southampton away. Mams?
3-1 United.
Okay. Kaiser?
3-0.
3-0. Okay. Alright, cool. And the Bonanza.
What you guys before United?
Oh, for me? Oh, you want to know about my opinion?
It's 49, don't you?
2-1. 2-1 United.
What Champions League run? You all predicted you.
I mean, is he gonna start? I don't know. Is he gonna start? Is he going to? Is he going to start? I don't know. Is he fit enough yet? Is he sharp enough yet? I don't know. Is 4 days of training enough? I don't know. However, I do know Mr. Armstrong has got a bit of pace, and he's gonna stretch us.
Great finish, by the way, by Armstrong last night.
Yeah,
I'm really impressed.
but like I said, the Bonanza. Yeah, Arsenal, Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
Wow.
Big man.
2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, boys, are we at home?
I like the confidence.
Emirates.
Yeah, I heard as well. No, I'm going 2-0. But you know what? Yeah, 2-0, but I feel like we'll have a better performance than Brentford.
Yeah.
So you're just taking
And he tends to
early goal and then the
Mikel
second
Arteta
half.
is a dead manager, but he tends to do well against.
We beat them last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We beat
saying. He
them
tends to do well, so it's.
We'll do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might upset them. Small, a draw.
And I just reminded of myself. The guy that bullied Ben White,
Tony.
his older brother is coming.
Lukaku. Lukaku's never done
Hey,
well
you
against
know
Arsenal.
what's so funny though? Yeah, man.
He's never done well.
Wait, 1 second.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's the final whistle, and I just want to thank you, the viewers, for joining us on another lovely episode. It's actually our first official episode. The rest have been pilots and predictions. But yeah, man, the boys are here, baby, and we're here to stay. Let me land. Join us again next week.
Click like and subscribe.